So, you want to learn how to play Crazy Taxi. That's awesome. In this video, I'm going to explain to you guys how you have to pick up the customers, because when you dig a little deeper, Crazy Taxi is more than just a kind of a racing game where you have to go really fast against the clock and make some money. It's actually a memorization game and a puzzle game in disguise. So, but if you're just getting into Crazy Taxi, the first thing you want to do is you want to play some games, learn the techniques like the crazy dash, the limited cut, and the crazy drift, because you're going to have to use those to be very good at navigating the map. And the next thing is know the locations, where they're at, know the map like the back of your hand. Okay, so but in this video we're going a step further. This is like the advanced tutorial. This is for picking up the customers, so you always do laps around the entire map. There's 16 customers that wants to go across the freeway, so keep that in mind. You're going to do 16 laps if you do this optimal, if you don't mess it up along the way. Yeah, let's get into it. I'll make some timestamps in the video so you can go to each area. I'll explain each area in turn, and then we'll end it off by doing a 2-lap run to just show you guys how I usually start off my runs. So there's 4 characters to choose from in this game, and Gus is clearly the best. His cab, along with Gina, is the slimmest cab, so he easily cuts through traffic, and it's a heavy cab, so he doesn't get knocked around as much. Okay, so let's pause it right here. This is where you start. You see 3 customers, all orange. Always take the one nearest to you. That's my recommendation. When you do a lap and come back here, do not pick up a customer unless they're light or dark green. You are going to aim for getting the longest trips possible from each customer. The red is the shortest, and then it's orange, yellow, light green, and dark green. And the reason why you want dark green is because it's the longest trip. You get the most amount of time added to your timer. So if you do really fast, you can add a lot of extra time that way. And because it's a long trip, you have a lot of opportunity to make tips by going real close to traffic without hitting it, going over ramps, doing crazy drifts, and stuff like that. So yeah, first off, pick the one closest to you here. When you get to this place, again, you can see here we got a yellow on the left, 2 yellows on the left, and 2 light greens on the right. So if this was the second time you come around here, pick a customer on the right. Further up, we're going to have 3 more customers before we go to the cable car top. You see we got a yellow on the left and a dark green and a light green on the right. So if you're already taken the previous customers and you get to this area, choose the dark green. Now this is the cable car top. There's going to be a customer to the left and to the right outside of your viewing angle here. They're typically going to be light green, so I recommend those. They're going to go to the Yacht Harbor. And otherwise it's going to be the yellow customers you see on the top left and the top right. Straight ahead there's 4 customers. I never bother taking those. See, we have the light green there. Usually take that one on my first run. Skip these. So if you have on the cable car top and you have picked everybody, I would suggest you just go straight forward through these 4 and take the first one down the hill here. They are usually dark green and they will go forward. So you got one on the left there. There's another one down here on the right. So here at the bottom, you see on the corner to the right, you have a light green. Sometimes you have to drop up a customer down in this area at the bottom. And I would definitely go for light green customers right here. And up here is the first of what I call the warp customers. See, they are always dark green. This one is dark green, and they want to go far. So if you have emptied out an area after this one, or maybe 2 areas after this one, this is a great way to get through that empty space and into an area where there actually are some customers. So I'm saving these for the last part of the game. So when I've emptied out an area, I choose that customer to get very far ahead. So I call those warp customers. That's the first one. Other than that, down here, choose light green or yellows. Yellows is also okay. We got a yellow on the right there. Okay, so down here, I think this is called Seaside Market. You drop off customers here. I usually turn around to see that customer. What color is that? And I wait to pick it up until it is light green, like that one. Typically it's orange. If it is orange, I will go straight ahead down to the beach and try to pick up a customer that's in the water. There's 4 or 5, I can't remember, customers in the water, and you want the one that's dark green down here. If you can't find one, choose one of the yellow ones on the beach. These customers you choose in the end game. And then you got a stop right here at the Yacht Harbor. That customer right there straight ahead, he's not highlighted right now, this guy. If he is active, he's going to be light green and you want to pick him up. If he is not light green, you continue to the next stop right here at the Café, turn on the left, and you pick that customer. He's either yellow or dark green. These customers at the Café I also usually take at the end. It's short trips, so you use a little time to get back. Okay, sometimes there's the one customer up here in the park area that wants to go back and be dropped off at the pizza place on the right. So when I drop that person off, if that customer over there is yellow, I usually pick him up. He's rarely yellow. He's usually red or orange. And we got always on the right around the corner, there's an orange customer. He wants to go to Kentucky Fried Chicken, I think. And straight ahead, right here by the hot dog stand here, there's a priest, and there's a priest over to the left. When they're active, they're yellow and they want to go to the church. Now, an important point is that in this park area, there's 3 areas with trees in it. And there's one guy standing in the middle of the trees and 2 on the outside. You want to make sure that the guy in between the trees is green. If he's green, you have to pick him up. If he's not green, he's typically orange if he's not green, you do not pick him up. It's very important because he wants to go to Kentucky Fried Chicken. The most of the people in here in the park are orange and want to go to Kentucky Fried Chicken, and you are going to run out of customers over there real fast. So make sure he's green. He want to go all the way to the heliport. So he's orange right now, so don't pick him up. And there's one over here, this area too. So he's also orange. Now that dude on the other side of the road by the Fila store, he is very rare active. If you see him active, you pick him up, or else you're gonna miss your chance. He's very rarely active. And then we got in the middle here, you see the red customer. Usually when I go to the Popcorn Mania, I turn around to look at these 2 characters. I typically save this for the end game, as I call it. This is the person that wants to go back to the pizza place over here. So save that one. You can take this one, orange, that's fine. So let's move forward. We got two customers here. We got an orange. He's typically orange. He can also be red. Choose him when he's orange. He wants to go to also the Kentucky Fried Chicken. And right around the corner here, we got a yellow. That's the priest. He wants to go to the church. And let's go upstairs in the parking garage. There is a customer up here that is always dark green. The granny. She's right here. That's warp character number 2. She wants to go all the way across the freeway to the police station. And this is the Levi store. I'll just go back to let you know what it looks like when you get into this area. What I will look for when I get around the corner here, I'll park as close to the sign as possible, because then you can see these characters. There's a priest over here to the right that's always orange. He wants to go to the church. But you have to look at these two people, and there's two people standing up here. What I look for first is one of these two up here. If they're green, you're going to pick them up. They're rarely active, so when they are, please make sure to pick them up. Otherwise, these two characters, this one is red. That's good. It has to be red. It can be yellow or orange. I think it can be all colors. Not green though. Red goes to the Kentucky Fried Chicken up here, and this one has to be yellow, and she wants to go to the heliport. So yellow, red. But first, check these. Are they green? You have to pick those up. See, we got a green up here, so I will pick that up. So up here we have the record store. There's one guy here. When he is green, pick him up. Otherwise, do not bother. So when I set up a customer here, I look at this guy. You want to pick him up when he's light green. If you made your way here and the guy behind us is red and now this guy is yellow, I will go through the passage behind the Kentucky Fried Chicken and pick that customer up. She is always orange, and it's either she wants to go to the heliport or she wants to go backwards to the feeler store. It's totally random. Totally random. Then we got a guy around the corner. You can pick him up whenever. He always wants to go forward. He could be orange or light yellow. So getting to the church now, this is the first tricky part. So we saw the guy here in the front. Pick him up when he is red. That's perfectly fine. But we got 3 people here. We got this guy. There's somebody standing here, I think, not active right now, and then here. So if he is orange and this guy is red, you pick up this guy. If he is red and he is red, you pick up this guy. And when he is red alone, you pick up this guy. But the first time I drop somebody off here, I turn to the right to take a look at that guy. If he's light green, or he's always light green, but he's not always active. If he's active, pick him up first. Other than that, when you drop people off here, there's 2 people standing. See, there's one guy here across the street and there's another guy over here. Pick them up when they're yellow. If you pick them up with any other color, they want to go backwards. So they have to be yellow. So you go, if you picked everybody up down there, you go over the hill and you see a customer just across the street. Has to be orange to go forward and has to be orange to go forward over here. There's one over the hill over here. See, light green, that's backwards. That also has to be orange to go forward. So we go up to the heliport now. This guy over here is always orange. He always wants to go forward. So if you get up the hill here and you get to maybe up to the heliport and nothing looks good up there, you have him as a backup strategy. He always wants to go forward. So up the hill here, I usually brake and look to my left. See, we got these here. There's 2 people here and 1 over here. They're always orange, but they're not always activated. So this is the first time where we have to see the combination. Now, there's almost, 9 out of 10 times, one of these 3 people are going to be missing. So right now I expect that this guy is missing. So you have to choose the customer that is counterclockwise to the missing guy. Whoop, this dude. So you have to pick him up. It's the only time in the game where you have to choose it counterclockwise. But the first time I get here, I look for this guy over here. He has to be dark green to go forward across the freeway. If he is not, leave him alone until he is. There is one on a corner on the other side of the road over here. He's typically orange or yellow. He always wants to go backwards. Counterclockwise. See, he's not here, so you pick. Yeah, that's the guy. That guy always wants to go backwards. So that guy's not there. See, he's not active. So the one counterclockwise to that was the guy standing right here. Then we got one further down the road to the left. See, it's a orange customer. If you pick it up when it's a red customer, they want to go to the RB station. If it's orange, they want to go backwards. So red for that one. Then there's one right down here on the right by this big sign. See this guy? He wants to go down to the station. So when I go to the station, it's full power, and then I swing it around. You have to, when you get down here, you have to look. Let's go back here. I usually like to look in the middle circle of who is active. And right now, see, there's 3 customers. There's only 1 active, so that's no good to me. There got to be at least 2 active customers down here. So I look at the surrounding customers and looking for a green one. And we got one here on the right. So if I have to do anything, I will pick him up. Stupid bus is in the way. Okay, stop. That's... Yep, okay. So the way you want to pick these guys up is, if this customer is dark green, all of them are dark green except this guy. He can also be light green. So if he's green and the guy in the back is green, you take the guy in the back. If these 2 are both dark green, you take the one on the right. And when he is by himself, when you have picked up these 2 customers, you can pick him up when he is dark green. That's the way you take those. And this guy standing in the road, he always wants to go backwards to the church. So rule of thumb for RB station is, on the outskirts here, red customers wants to go to the baseball stadium, green customers want to go across the freeway, and then you got the special rules for the guys in the middle here. I usually take the route here to the right through the parking lot, and then I turn a hard right through the trees here. And what do I look for? Well, first time I look for the granny standing here by the phone booth. She's usually light green. If she's not, make sure to park at the corner of the drop zone so you don't activate her and pick her up by mistake. Now she's not active, but I see a green person here. There's also one here and one further to the right. I will make sure to take those first before taking the customers further up. So we'll go up here and brake. See, she's not active right now, but usually she will be. And we see further ahead here, this person always wants to go backwards. So make sure that you pick this person up when they're red. They want to go back to the RB station. Now they're at the yellow, they want to go all the way back to the heliport. And that's a lot of traffic. It's gonna make you lose time. And these customers right here, you have to pick up when they're light green. The one in the front here is very rarely active. So make sure you get these when they're light green. And we got the guy over here, light green. He's almost always there. And then you got the guaranteed 2 customers right here, always light green, wants to go across the freeway. So go across the freeway as fast as you can, using the wall to avoid traffic. And then you get to the police station. when you get here, I mean, there's 3 customers here. There's one here to the right, and one in the back. I will always park my car on the curb and save these people for later. There's short rides. You gotta understand, coming up is the downtown area. It's like 2 diamonds stuck together, and every red customer wants to go somewhere inside that double diamond. So save those for later. What I will do, I mean, okay, this is going to be a little complicated. This is a complicated area, but if you go to the right, I mean, right and left here is mirrored. The customers are going to be at the same places, but it's going to be mirrored. And then when you go further up to the top of the diamond, it's going to be mirrored and flipped compared to the first part here. So what I'm going to do here, what I usually do is go around to the right and look at the customer on the corner on the left. See, it's orange, so I'll not pick it up. When they're light green, you have to pick them up. I think they want to go all the way to the lookout tower, and it's the same on the other side. If now that he's orange, I would go over and pick a yellow customer. After this place, everything is okay to be yellow or orange. Do not pick up green customers on the outside here. See, now we get the mirrored. When you get around the corner to the left, see, if we came from the other side, there was going to be the first person. So light green, and right on, you can go to the right here to the mall. There's going to be a customer on each corner. You have to pick those up when the light green. See, this is a dark green. Don't pick that up. Pick up the light green. So I think I'm going to go back now and show you the other side, just to show you that it looks alike. Going back. See, now that was light green. That was a good one. So going to the left here, it's going to be the same thing, just mirrored. See, that's the light green on the corner. When we proceed, now it's going to be mirrored and flipped up here. There's going to be a light green on the right. Oh, he's orange. Don't pick him up. And then we got a light green on the corner here. That's a good one. Okay, let's go to the middle and see what we can see. There's some funny rules in here. Typically, you get customers that want to be dropped off at the cinema, as they call that. So I will try to park my cab like this, so I can look up the street here. This is like a cross, and it's got 2 customers on the street on each side of this cross. So that's what you're going to be looking at. Oh, by the way, up here is a warp customer number 3. If you pick him up, I believe he wants to go all the way to the fire station. So you can skip this area, the hotel, the arena, the bus stop, and the lookout. Okay, so once I dropped off a customer here, I'm going to go forward. And what I'm going to look at after is 2 greens, like a double green. Yeah, not there, not there either. So nothing looks good here. So I will go to the outside and pick up a yellow or an orange. Let's continue to the mall here. There's also some rules here which I do not remember. These customers I don't really bother with. I think the red one in the back wants to go to the mall entrance on the other side, and the orange might go backwards. I can't remember that. So let's check out the Crown Arena. Okay, that guy there and the guy on the left, they're always going to be that color, and they always want to go forward, but they're not always active. So I would be looking out for these guys at the start and pick those up to begin with. Because down here we're going to get some different rules, but we're going to check the customers in the middle. This is a cross too. You want to pick up the customers in here when they're light green, except the guy on the right around the corner to the right here nearest the mall, because he's dependent on how the people, what colors there are down there. See, that one's not active. And in here we have warp character number 4. He wants to go all the way to the tennis court. So let's check out the arena. You usually stop here, and I will take notice of these guys when we go up here. The rule is there's a customer here. There's 3 of them. This is 1, 2, and then there's one on the other side of the corner here, 3. 2 of them is going to be orange, and the 1 is going to be red. So this is the sequence: 1, 2, 3. You want to pick up the orange customer after the red one. So he's red, so the right one to pick up is this one. So let's say that you picked up this guy, and the next time you come around, both of these are orange. So we have to assume that the guy we picked up, he would have been red if he was there. So you have to pick up this guy. So what are we gonna do here? Oh, this guy on the left, he's always orange. You can pick him up whenever. Sometimes it's random if he wants to go backwards, but not often. It's like 1 out of 10. Okay, gonna explain those guys later. So let's go look at the mall gate here. See, we have customers here. So when you get around the corner here, you have to take notice of this guy standing here and the guy in the front down here. The guy behind us was red. This guy is red. So I hope I turn around here. Yeah. So we have to pick up this guy in here. He wants to go forward. If both guys are orange, we have to pick up this one here to go forward. This customer is always backwards. This customer over here is also always backwards. So when you go to drop off at the hotel, what I look out for first is this guy on the corner. If he's orange, you want to pick him up. He's not very often active. So when he is and he's orange, you pick him up. Otherwise, do not. So when I drop people off here and I saw that guy, maybe he was yellow or not active, I look at these guys here. I look at these guys here. Let's say I'm dropping off a guy. So look, okay, he's orange and he's yellow. That's no good. If these are both yellow, you pick up this guy. If he's orange, I'm going to drive forward and see the next customer. If that's usually an old lady. If she's yellow, pick her up. She wants to go forward. This lady right here. Okay, this is another tricky one. There's 2 customers here and one behind the building that's also yellow if he's active. Like the heliport, one of these guys is usually not going to be there, and you're going to take the guy that is counterclockwise to the one that is missing. That means it's going to be this dude over here. I can't believe that I said that heliport was the only place. This is the place. This is also the place. Okay, so the guy behind the building is probably not there. So counterclockwise, boop, take that one. If you drive down here and only this guy's active, and he's not, counterclockwise, pick up that dude. I think I'm going to show it here to make my point. Then we start over. I have to go back. I ran out of time. So here we are again, driving forward. Accidentally picked up a customer. Always take the left side of the road here. It's more straight and a little less traffic, and that's going both ways. So when you get down here, I think I'm going to show it again. Let's go back. Turn around. So when you get down here, have to drop people off at the bus station. Take notice of the guys on the right here. Usually there's one that's going to be yellow. He's going to indicate which of the 3 over here wants to go forward. So these 2 is going to be on the right side of the road over here, and that guy is going to be on the left side of the road over here. Once you pick these guys up, you have to pick the guy that is clockwise to the yellow one. Bop, that's this guy. He wants to go forward, and repeat until you picked up every customer. So let's go look at these guys. It's going to be the guy that's on the left side of the road. See, this guy was the guy that was yellow back there, but it's not 100% guaranteed. Even when you pick the right person here, they want to go backwards. Sometimes it's random, but it's like 1 out of 10. So let's go look at the other customers. I think there's like 5 more customers over here. Red customers wants to go forward to the lookout tower, and orange and yellow wants to go backwards. There's no getting around that. So we got a red one here. Let's pick that up and go to the lookout tower. So you don't want to go too fast around this corner, because you have to look to your left at these 2 customers. These, along with the customer on the back here, is going to indicate which ones you can pick up to go forward. So you see the back one here is yellow. You got to look for the one that is yellow. So the first one is yellow. I like to call it back and front, because it's the back and the front row in here. Also, now that I've spotted what color these are, I know it's back, but I'm also going to look at this guy. If he's yellow, you can pick him up to go forward. I like to do that first to get him out of the equation. So let's see, there was a, it's hard to see here. There's a red guy over here, and there's a red guy over here. That's the back row. Then there's a red guy further along, and a red guy on the other side. That's the front row. Then there's sometimes a guy in the middle here that's red. He always wants to go backwards to the bus station. So once you go in here, you spotted that the guy over there, the back guy, was yellow, and this guy is no use because it's light green. Then you look at the person on the corner here. The first, there's 1 and 2, there's one further back here. So if this person, the back person was yellow. This is hard to explain. There's so many rules in this place. The back person was yellow. If this one is yellow, it means that you can pick up the front row customers, this red and the other one on the other side of the road. Back there, if the front guy was yellow and this person is red, that means you can pick up the front row of people here. If this person is yellow and the person behind her is also yellow, you can pick her up for a ride forward. So once you get into the area, look to the left. Which person is yellow? If the back person is yellow and this person is yellow, you can take the back red customers. If the front person at the back is yellow and this person is red, you can take the front red customers. Customer here in the middle always wants to go backwards. The one behind us here, when that person is yellow, they want to go forward. If these 2 are both yellow, you take the back one here to go forward. And when you have emptied out this area completely, and this is by itself and it's red, you can go forward to the fire station. This is the area that took me the longest time to memorize, because there's so many rules. Okay, so when you go around the corner here, you have to keep an eye out for multiple things. Okay, the customers in the back here, this is like a triangle of people here. These in the back, when they're a light green, they go forward to the university. Oh shit. Okay, so there's a guy here. There's usually a guy in here that's also light green. They indicate which one of these two orange customers wants to go forward. Now, if this guy is light green and this guy over here is light green, this guy wants to go forward. If only this guy is light green, he's not active, then this guy wants to go forward. When you picked up everybody here and you only got these two left, when they're both light green, you have to pick up this guy to go forward, and when he's by himself light green, he wants to go forward. So if nothing looks good when you come around here like we do now, the two orange characters over here are not light green, I can't pick those up. This guy is missing, so you don't know who of these guys wants to go forward. I park at the curb so I don't pick up anybody, and then I go up the hill in the middle. So I'm going to look out for the customer here. If it's light green, they want to go forward 9 out of 10 times. Everybody on the hill is random to some point. Even if you pick them at the right color, they want to go backwards sometimes. So light green, but actually what I want to do when I go up the hill, I'm going to go up to the next section and look for a yellow customer. See, I'll slow down here and look. Usually not go this far. When I go over the hump, I can see, is this yellow? If this is yellow, I'm going to drive for it. And once you drive for it, this one is going to be visible up here. If he's yellow, I'm going to change my trajectory and pick that guy up instead. Next time I come around, I'm going to do the same thing. If he's not yellow, I'm going to take a left and take a customer on the hill on the other side. So you get to the tennis court up here. What you're going to be looking for when you're coming up the hill is the color of these two people. These two want to go forward when they're orange. So keep an eye out for that. Now they're light green, you can't use them. So park up in the zone. I saw this guy over here. He was light green. He wants to go backwards. He always wants to go backwards. So pick him when he's orange to not go way, way back. I'm dropping off here. Let's go back. Come up the hill. Gonna spot these two guys. Are they orange? You can pick them up to go to the university. It's not orange. So what I'll do, I'll look up here. The one on the right always wants to go forward when they're orange. These two guys always wants to go backwards. So pick them when they're orange. So everybody up here has to be orange when you pick them up. If no one is orange, like right now, I would turn the cab around and go back down the hill and pick up and go to the sides and pick a green customer on the side of the hill. Then you get around to the starting area again. So that would be lap 1 when you got all the way around here. And remember, when you have emptied out the customers up at the starting area, the 3 guys and those further along, you can turn around and pick up a guy over here and a guy over here. They're almost always are going to be green, so that's long rides. And there's people here that are orange, that's the starting area. These two also wants to go right around the cable car hill. Yeah, so don't go backwards and pick up these customers when you drop people off at the cable car top. Don't go backwards and pick these up because you're gonna need them in the later game. So let me try a game and show you how I usually start my runs. Start by picking Gus, of course, and then I'll pick up the first customer here, first orange one. Bop, And they want to go to the cable car top. Hit everything in sight, okay. And then I look to the left, light green. Let's pick that customer up. Yacht Harbor, perfect. So if we're lucky, the guy at the Yacht Harbor will be active, so we can pick him up. Do a lot of limited cut down the hill to get some airtime. Yep, Yacht Harbor confirmed. Let's go. Oh yeah, he's active right there. That's great. I think he wants to go all the way to the record store. Going all the way. And then when we go to the record store, we're going to take notice of the guy in the front. He's yellow. Turn to the left. He's light green, so we're going to pick up the light green one. He wants to go all the way to the baseball stadium. Okay, so what was the rules at the baseball stadium? You go through the parking lot and cut a right through the trees. And then you look for the granny by the phone booth. If she is light green, you can park there and pick her up. If she's not, park short and pick up a green customer behind you. Go over the side. Around the corner, cut through the trees. See, we got a green one right there. Granny is light green. Perfect, let's pick her up. She wants to go to the police station. So I make a mistake here. Usually you have to take the left lane and just go by the wall. I'm doing some fancy stuff here, hitting a car, driving close to the bus. Yeah. Now we speed it up. Don't go too fast though, because you're gonna go up on two wheels and hit a truck. And they're gonna cut you off and you're gonna be trapped. Park by the curb. Take a right and look for that light green customer. It's yellow. Avoid. Pick up another one. Yellow or orange. So they want to go to the hotel. So when we get to the hotel, we have to look to the left corner and see if that guy is orange. If he is, he wants to go forward. If not, we have to figure something out. So let's see. Look to the left. Oh, look like orange. Yes, orange, pick up. Wants to go to the bus terminal. Okay, so now we have to look to the right and spot the yellow guy. Spot the yellow guy. Okay, so it's the guy over there on the other side of the road, on the left side of the road. So let's pick him up. Left side road. Oops. Chose the right one, but they decided to go backwards. So backwards to skyward, what is it called? Sky Bank? Skyward Bank? Sky Bank. Going all the way back, going all the way back. Go to the right. Turn around. Perfect. So now I'm gonna go around the corner and look for a light green. This is mirrored and flipped. Remember? Oh, orange. Continue. Light green. Perfect. Lookout. Lookout tower. Away we go. So now I'm thinking lookout tower. Oh, I have to look to the left and see which customer is yellow. Is it going to be the front or the back one? Whoops. Don't go too fast here. You have to turn and spot the guy. Okay, the back one is yellow. That one's light green. Can use that. Okay, and the one in front is yellow too. So it's the back row of the red ones. Yes, fire station. Okay, look out for light green customers on the right. Well, everybody was light green. I didn't really pay attention. So let's go forward up the hill and look for a yellow customer. No one is active, so I go up the hill to pick up a customer that is green. Yes, cable car top. So we gotta go fast, go fast, go fast, go fast. Knock cars out of the way. Pray to God that we don't hit a van or a bus. So cable car top. We took the customer to the left last time. Let's take the one to the right this time. I didn't see what color. Oh, light green. Perfect. That's another Yacht Harbor. But we already picked up that dude. So what do? We take a left at the cafe and pick up the customer right around the corner. So we completed one lap. This is lap 2. Use the phone booth to brake. Okay. Now we take a left around the corner. Spot the guy. Light green. Perfect. He can also be yellow. It's fine. All the way to the record store. We picked up one of the guys there, so maybe we get lucky that the guy in front is green this time. He was red, so I go backwards to see if I can pick up a green customer down here. No, he's yellow, don't pick him up. But there's a yellow one down here, the one that's supposed to be yellow. Yes. Heliport, let's go. So at the heliport, we're gonna spot if the guy on the corner is green to go forward, or else we have to look at the orange customers. That's what they call customers. We got 2 of them there. Yes. The guy on the right there on the corner, he was orange, so don't pick him up. Oh, I didn't see where we had to go. I think we have to go to the baseball stadium. Make a right through the trees. And we got a green customer right there, park on the corner, and go backwards. Borders Paradise, that's in the middle. So when we get in the middle, we can look for that double green. I forgot to say that if they're double green, you have to pick the customer of those 2 that is closest to the center of the cross. Those are the ones to go forward. So let's see what we can do here. Borders Paradise. 2 reds. That's not gonna work. So let's go down to the other end. There's a green and another green. Okay, the one closest to the center. Pop, lookout tower. This is going great. This is a pretty good start. We had one backwards customer so far. It was actually a long ride, but it's okay. This is still an okay start. So we're getting to the lookout tower. We have to look to the left to spot those characters again. I keep calling them characters. It's customers. Okay, not too fast. We have to spot them. Okay, the back one is yellow. And the one on the corner there is yellow. So that's the back row. Yes. Fire station. So fire station. Look out for light green customers on the right. There's one. See? That one, yeah. Going to the university. So that was 2 laps. Not too bad. Pretty good start. I'm gonna be at like 10,000 now. That was 2 laps. That's pretty good. Got another 14 laps to go. But I'm gonna stop it here. Hope this makes sense. If you have questions or want me to explain something in depth, leave me a comment below and I'll get back to you. Thanks for watching.